Hey, this is Lance for Final Fantasy Errant. Put our logo up there. This is episode 4, I think? Either 3 or 4. But welcome, we're playing Final Fantasy XII, casual playthrough. I'm trying not to overdo my mic there a little bit. Maybe we can bump it down just a tad. But, yeah. Hopefully the game will run. Because I just remembered right when I hit record that we were having issues with that before. Was that clipping at all? Nope. Okay. But let's check out some Final Fantasy news first. Final Fantasy XIV's next expansion will feature crossover Final Fantasy VII. What? Final Fantasy XIV on Switch 2 is a sobering reminder that storage isn't cheap. Yeah, it's true. It's not cheap now because of AI. Final Fantasy XIV's new releasing wraps up Dawn Trail's Relic Quest and much more. Nothing really catches my eye besides Bastion revealed his first new job for Final Fantasy XIV, Evercold. Okay, Final Fantasy Cells, 727, that was yesterday. Take a look, because what Final Fantasy was it I was trying to buy? It wasn't on sale the other day. I'm trying to remember. So, all of the 7s, of course. 1 through 4, 7, 7, 7, 12, 15. Street Dungeon, Stranger of Paradise, Theater Rhythm. I played that today with my friend Zach. So yeah. Maybe it was that. Maybe it was Theater Rhythm. I don't think so though. I had a hard time to remember what it was, but oh, it wasn't a Final Fantasy game. It was another Square game that I actually bought somewhere else. So, anyways, enough about that. Return to Zanarkand, available now for Nintendo Switch. I saw that. Final Fantasy X 25th Anniversary Fan Art Project. Featured entries round 1. Yeah. Final Fantasy X 25th Anniversary. Final Fantasy IV 35th Anniversary Celebration and Final Fantasy 25th Celebration Special Interview. That's interesting. Dear Destiny announces 8 new manga. Official launch Square Enix Cafe in Los Angeles. Ooh, that's interesting. Final Fantasy XIV Dawn Trail. Final Fantasy Resonance. First HD alongside other new title trailers. Yeah, this is all June stuff. Man, I'd go LA just to go this. Wow, that is. Reservations required for Cafe Dana and can be made through the official Square in Los Angeles website. Okay. Los Angeles. What does the cafe actually look like? Announced grand opening. Immersive dining, shopping experience following 2 weeks off opening period. Overwhelming enthusiasm for fans. Drinks, entrees, and desserts. Till walk-in dining becomes available later day. Reservations are required. Kind of curious. Let's take a look. Cafe can visit the adjoining merchandise shop without a dining reservation. Square Enix merchandise. Chocobo t-shirt, slime. Experience 120 by 20 mural drawing the interior, which is this bad boy. Square Enix. That's graffiti artist Yoshi. Little Tokyo neighborhood. Okay. 2 people, find a table. Obviously not today. How about like in a week? And we'll say it like 10 or 7 p.m. Nah. Reservation only. Just want to know how much the food costs. Got a website here. That'll probably help. That's the cafe though. That's stupid. Stupid looking. Here we go. The Sephiroth. Local stamped cheese Hamburg steak. I mean, that doesn't look terrible. Placemats. Obviously leaning heavy toward Final Fantasy VII. What is that? Sephiroth. That's cool. Original. I have a new mouse, so sometimes it's kind of goofy. 26 bucks for a liquid metal slime curry. I mean, it's kind of contains activated charcoal. Okay. 25 bucks for some pizza. Kind of curious if that Sephiroth drink is alcoholic. Squishy slime, the Sephiroth. Ginger ale mixed with pomegranate, blue coarse charcoal powder, and dusted with silver luster. I'd take it. I mean, the prices are expensive, but they're not like so insane that I wouldn't do it. LA prices are pretty much on par with that. Restaurant prices now are insane, even McDonald's, for heaven's sake. All right, interviews, a special interview, respective titles. We'd like to talk. Final Fantasy IV. Let's start with 4 when the game's development began. I think it was after Final Fantasy III's development had ended. The game was released in April 1990, so it had to have been before then. While Final Fantasy III was being developed, I was working on Final Fantasy Legend after that, which is a cool game. And after that was issued the Final Fantasy III, the guy, blah blah blah. Was asked to go from store to store collecting sales data. Store staff thank them. I didn't know about that. That was April 1990. Was involved. It's permanent play, yes, but I started working here part-time in 1986 after Ishii and after blah, blah, blah. Final Fantasy IV, now that we've joined the console list of other stage, I believe development began in 89, which is amazing if it came out in 90. But the development period was usually long for that time. When the project kicked off, it was really tough for NES, but thinking of SNES. Instead, due to some unexpected changes, SNES feels weird talking about this, but at that time there was a trade show hosted by the toy wholesalers and distributors. How's my levels? Just double checking there. Apologize for any clipping. And there were lots of flashy demos showcasing the SNES Mode 7 feature lets you enlarge, shrink, and rotate the background. When Mr. Saguchi saw it, he insisted that we take advantage of it. I'm trying to think if we ever even did any. What in Final Fantasy VII used that? And now I remember that's how the opening scene with the airship came together, and I was right there to see it happen. All of this was shortly after I joined the company. Final Fantasy VI opening scene with it. Oh, this is 4. Sorry. I say see where we take advantage of the latest technology, which 4 is one of my favorites. So that's why we're here reading this. Safe to say the development period was around 1.5 to 2 years. No, it took a while to create the ROMs back then, so I would say the development was already finished on March or April of 91, considering the time. So the NES version of the game in its current form was probably developed in under a year? I think it was about a year. Honestly, I don't remember it all, and I wish we would go back to that year-long development. When you were up all night playing the guitar and singing. What? Final Fantasy IV was a shift in NES driven by the desire to challenge yourself with new technology. I think that was part of it, but the NES had a lot of limitations. It came to the number of colors and ROM memory, so I was just excited knowing I get to make use of the SNES improved specs, being with 8 megabits. Using all 16 colors took up a lot of memory, so we used 8 colors for most graphics and the calculation that would take up 2/3 of the entire capacity. So it wasn't quite as simple as we expected. One of the graphics artists wanted to use all 16 colors, so we went straight to Mr. Sakaguchi and discussed it in person, was given permission to create the airship. The last dungeon, Zerome, was using 16 colors. In the end, it balanced well with the rest of the game. So I was happy we shipped the SNES. It can handle as much data as we initially expected, not just with the colors, but the scenario too. After helping expand the plot written by Mr. Sakaguchi, creating all the in-game text, we realized we were only able to fit 1/4 of it into the game. That's interesting. Were you involved with the series from far? It was required films like Story. At least where I remember, I don't think it was. So now they're switching over to 5, which I care. I don't remember exactly. Crest colors. Didn't seem challenging. Lots of these details was game design. Data came planning side. Nowadays, programs automatically place data crates, so you only have to worry about its size. Back then, you had to specify the memory address where you wanted it placed. Now the ROM maps, where memory addresses were used to claim your space. Excuse me. Your data could exceed the allocated space because the system gave no error messages or warnings. People sometimes actually ruined each other's work. It was challenging. Whose data overflowed the buffer? Final Fantasy VI. We have the same struggles by Final Fantasy VI. I think we did up until Final Fantasy VI. Scripts involved a lot of trial and error, like the early PS. It wasn't like Unreal Engine where you could test it out immediately. We were using computers like PC98, text editor, converted the game's data format right to SNES by the board, and then run the game and check it on the screen. But the early models were delicate, and small differences in environment could produce different behavior. There's a scene in 4 where Cecil protects Rydia as he fights in the end, but Rydia would jump into Cecil's bed. People saying it was intentional even when we tell them otherwise. There were instances like that. No matter how many times we tried, we couldn't get it to work properly. You have to step away and leave it alone for a while, then it works as intended. Develop for new consoles. Did you catch a lot of bugs? We did. When I joined the 5 team, implementing character movements during events, like having you turn right or move forward, all was done through numbers. 1 to the right, 15 to move forward, so it requires writing a string of numbers. We use kanji for Hanjuku Hero, right up. So you're able to customize it. Blah, blah, blah. Other teams. You were talking about 1990s involved with the GB Final Fantasy Adventure. Subiu was head graphic designer. I remember the team, mostly new hires. Their 6-man team and had booths in the corner of the office. Because most of us were new, we had our shares of struggles. I'd look over at the team, and wow, they really need at time we're using Macs. It's getting their equipment upgraded to color classics. I 112 all-in-one Mac SE black and white monitor. Still developing a game for GBT. I mean, it was the first project for a lot of us. First time directing. 5 and Final Fantasy Adventure was done. Romancing Saga. Around the same age. So there'd be a lot of fun action, did projects, teams, 40 people across all the dev teams, so everybody knew each other and it was easy to socialize. Setsuya joined the graphics team, so it became much larger. Tail end of 4. Do you remember first Nomura? Not really. I think we started interacting as part of 5. Dragon Quest was released before FF, so it felt like we're constantly trying to catch up, but FF was released first. And yes, first of all, that came with its own pressure. It was also a chance to pull ahead since both series were tied with 4 titles each. Skip 4 and 5 to beat Dragon Quest, talk about innovative approach. Thinking back on it, it was kind of a brilliant idea. Certainly changing, games being promoted as changing as well. The focus shifting to characters, though 2 had already set that precedent. Final Fantasy X, I don't care about 10. I mean, I do, but I don't want to read this stuff about 10. Stage for future games on next-gen consoles. What aspect of each title do you think captures the essence of Final Fantasy? So there you go. Oh, look at that artwork. That's amazing. Opening movie storyboard. It's kind of cool. Blitzball. Anyways, it's kind of interesting. Final Fantasy's next expansion will feature crossover Final Fantasy VII. So, of course, crossover. Final Fantasy 14. 14 Fan Festival, a lot of new updates of Evercold. The game's an upcoming expansion due in January next year. We got new information, expansions, 2 new classes, more details, customer characters, glamours, the end game, 1 particular mountain. We're crossover with Final Fantasy VII Remake has fandom up in arms. On one hand, I get it, Final Fantasy fans have been inundated with this one iteration of Square Enix's story franchise for decades now, even before the remake trilogy kicked off back in 2020. I'd be pissed like some fans are. There's also learning cinnamon players that holding a crossover with the 7 remake trilogy is a slight attempt to win back lapsed players or new ones who are FF ecosystem but never dabbed in the MMO. That's interesting. It's almost certainly going to work too, because for as much as I don't want to see Severus 34-inch white blade bust down on my screen anymore, I'll show up for a chance to hear composer Masayoshi Soken's take on the One-Winged Angel. It's going to show up for the other reasons too. Of course, I'm glad the story seems, so that's interesting. It's interesting to me just because it seemed like Final Fantasy VII is more cyberpunk and 14 seems more steampunk or fantasy. Anyways, that's that. Let's see if my game actually loads. There's some miracle. I'm trying to remember how I got it to work before. I think I had to erase my save each time or something weird like that. Oh, that's a good sign. I think my controller has gone out. Oh shoot, I just started my PlayStation, which is not what I wanted to do. Okay, give me a sec. Gotta go in and turn off my PlayStation. I might have to grab my stinking Xbox controller. It looks like it kicked me out into... Alright, bear with me as I troubleshoot this. Come on, just take my controller. Bear with me here. Alright, it's not gonna cooperate. Which means my stupid Xbox controller has issues too. So I poured sticky soda all over it. We'll see if I can find a different USB cord. See if we can try one more thing. If this doesn't work, I'll just attempt to play it using my Ooh, something happened. There we go. There we go. Now we're in business, probably. Back. Oh, don't start a new game. Oh, we just told it to start a new game. We'll probably have to reset the game. Which means, of course, that it won't work now. Quit game R. Yes. One of these actually works.
The death of Lord Raslaheos Nabradia was but one of many tragedies.
Quit game. Why? I think this is why. You sure? Yes. I mean, it's working. If we could just get that. No. Alright, we'll try loading it again. And this time I won't have to skip out of it in the middle. Let me make sure my camera. I think my camera's off now. Sorry about that. Just messing around with USB. No, it's very important for you guys to see me, right? Alright. Hopefully it'll load.
Okay.
And it's not. Well, let's go with it. I hate that stupid screen thing of my mouse. Oh, my mouse is controlling the game. Alright, what are we supposed to be doing? I can't remember where we are, what we're doing. That's what happens when you don't play a game in a long time. We're supposed to go to another village, weren't we? Heading out in the Giza Plains, be sure you go prepared. Open Chocobo stables, no thanks. I don't have anywhere near that much money. Better head down to the village on Giza Plains. Okay. Better do that. So I remember we went to like the underground. I can't remember what we were doing. Oh, cutscene. Haven't we already been on the Giza Plains? Apparently not. Oh good, it automatically attacks. Right? Is it trying to run away from me? Succeeding? I think it's faster than I am. Crap. So combat's pretty fast, huh? And this is the first Final Fantasy. Well, 11 was kind of this way too, so I can't say that. Here's my map. Oh, there's a nice little X for me. Tell me where I'm supposed to go. It's kind of railroady. To be honest, the graphics and terrain aren't that much better than 11. It seems to me. I don't know, maybe I'm remembering it wrong. I mean, what is that? Oh, I forgot I have still. Lost my chain. I'm about to get crushed. It's not terrible. Uh-oh. Come on, kill it. Alright. I don't think that's where I'm supposed to go. Can I save at any time? I mean, it auto-saved for me. There's multiple of these things. Dark crystal radiates brilliant light. Okay. Wasn't very helpful. And I'm going the wrong way, so I'll turn around and go home. Yeah, I have no memory of this game. Like, barely any memory. I remember some of the cutscenes, but I know I cleared it. It's just kind of one of those weird Final Fantasies that just got like hidden somewhere in the back of our subconscious. Strong as crap, dude. No, I guess he's not. I was looking at my own stats. Couldn't steal from the wabbit. Come back here, wascally wabbit. I mean, I guess the train is a little more detailed, but I actually kind of like the lack of detail of Final Fantasy XI because it felt real. I like wide open spaces. This railroading stuff is just not great. I don't like it. Like this grass in Final Fantasy XI, you could walk through that grass. Feels like. And we are in the city where we're supposed to go. The men are off on their business while the women mind the village. Even the children do their part. They make them mistakes, of course, but they learn from them. Excuse me. What the? Doesn't shy your approach. It seems tame. Stares at you with its beady eyes. Don't worry, they won't bite. These cockatrices are tame as can be. Aren't they just fluffiest, cutest things you've ever seen? Sure. It's like it wants to be left alone. It looks like it wants to tell you something again. Maybe not. An itch on its back. Seems tame. That's a big one. It looks hungry. You've trouble look, child. What's the matter? Come from Ramanastra seeking a sunstone, have you? As you might have guessed from the name. Oh, that's right. We were supposed to get something for that old man. Sunstones contain the power of the sun. You often find them as you heat or light. Here you leave all things sunstone to Masyua. You should be able to find her near the dark crystal. Do you see the large black crystal stone behind my tent? That is a dark crystal. If you'll not find them outside Giza Plain, the dark surface of the crystal drink in the light of the sun. Alright. Okla, Tot, and Jin went out in the plain, but Jin still hasn't come back. To tell the truth, I'm a bit worried. Something's up, but Rokla and Tot aren't talking. They don't have to, though. It's written all over their faces. Side quest? Hee hee. What's that weird thing next to her name? Well, hello. The wary traveler never passes a chance to restock his supplies. Ooh, I have enough for broadsword now. Is that better than mine? I don't know. That's the same. And X is better. Axes and hammers 1. Do I have that license? Light armor. How do I find out what licenses that I have? Accessories. Swords. Heavy armor. Okay, weird. I'm just traveling. Moog will try to scrape by. I should be here while the dry holds Kupu, but the monsters during the rains are too scary. The dry should last a while longer, but take care during the rains, Kupu. Those big lightning balls don't mess around. Would you like to buy a map? Sure. Fine, purchase Kupu. You won't regret it. Moogle's honor. You've come from the city. Our village may be small, but you're welcome here. Our village moves with the seasons. When the rains come, Giza fills with water, so we cannot stay. Okay. Sorry, but you come back later. Gotta finish work or I can't play. Have you come to see the dark crystal? Not everyone takes well to the heat of the Giza plain. Also, it is a sunstone you seek. You've come to the right place. It can only be made here in Giza. Quite valuable though, so we can't go handing it out to just anyone who happens to wander through our camp. You see, we make and sell our sunstones to earn the money we need to survive. Still, perhaps we can come to some arrangement. Would you hear my offer? Sure. Making of sunstones is a chore we give to the children of our camp. They roam the plains, traveling from dark crystal to dark crystal, drawing the light from the crystals into shade stones. One of these children, Jen, has not yet returned. He left carrying our supply of shade stones. If you find Jen for me and tell him to come back to camp, you may take one of the sunstones he's made in return. Some of the children say they might have seen him to the south of the camp. You may want to speak with him yourself before leaving. Please find Jen and tell him to return at once.
Penelo, what are you doing here?
Yeah, what are you doing here?
The same, though the answer is pretty clear. No good.
What? I'm being good.
Is that right? So then you wouldn't mind if I, say, tagged along, would you?
Huh?
Oh, don't worry.
Haha.
Miguelo's busy with preparations for the fete up at the palace. Why, I'm free for the whole day. Well, let's get going.
Penelo is in my party. Just double checking, making sure things work. Alright, Penelo. Also known as Penelo P. Is this the same? Light armor 2. There, I can buy that because I have heavy armor. +2. I have heavy armor. I almost have enough. Crap, do I get license points? Guess she's gonna be a white mage. Just 34. Fox and Poison would be good. All right. So licenses are basically let's take the long way. Whoops. Hey Vaughn, let me give you these before you go. There are all sorts of monsters out there, so you can never be too careful. Phoenix down. So far you've been traveling by yourself, but now here I travel as a party. You can give me commands to allies in your party, just like you have been doing for yourself up to now. I'll make my own decisions about what to do, but you can also give me specific commands and take care of those first. Got it? Okay. You can now change leaders and issue party commands. One more thing, if you don't want me to fight on my own, you can always turn my gambits off. When my gambits turn off, I won't do anything until you give the word. You should really think about using gambits for yourself, you know. They can make managing battle a lot easier. Well, ready to go? So we have gambits now. Let's see how they work. Vaughn, I think the Gene are supposed to be somewhere to the south of the village. We might find him faster. We're headed a different way. It's not always about speed. We need to go up to the left. We didn't explore any of that. Where are the gambits? World map lets you visit places you previously visited, purchase maps, see unexplored areas. Interesting. Clan Prime chronicles your exploits, read descriptions of foes you have slain, and cover useful information to help you in future adventures. Hunts. Well defeated Portapaje Sensor. Tamaj at the Sandsea Tavern. So I need to do that. Here we go. Gambit's on. Why do you set gambits? Those are tips. Climb primary, teleport, getting licensed. Maybe it'll tell me about them later as I unlock it. As you travel out of the Skypen Pirates Den will slowly fill with tokens commemorating various milestones, feats of skill. Discovering how to lock them is up to you. Okay. Oops, what happened? Fleeing. Just trying to figure out how to do this gambit thing.
Yeah.
Need ranged attacks for somebody. Sorry if my microphone is too quiet. I just keep wandering in circles. Oh, it looks like enemies aren't persistent. Or are persistent. Not random. Which is interesting, probably until you go off the board and come back on.
Yeah.
Stupid rabbit. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that she's dead.
Yeah.
Looks like, I think he does attack. If we don't attack. Should sell some of those firestones. Right, you better die.
Yeah.
I guess it's not that railroaded. Could go back and see, which you probably should. Are they fighting each other? Cool if they did.
Yeah.
Who's he fighting?
Yeah. Yeah.
Head guard. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and the crystal save points. This is very Final Fantasy XI-esque. Of course. So there we go. Now I have LP. Now I should be able to equip their armor, baby. Trigger, right trigger. Zoom. Wish I knew how to use gambits. How much money do I have? 286 skill. Katana 1. Guns 1. So that one's better. 420. Sell. Ooh, someone has a short bow. Probably none of this is useful for me. There we go. Take one of these and laugh in the face of poison. 3 antidotes. Switch from choice pieces of Levar. So it's cheaper. How much is a regular antidote? I can't buy him, so. Was a Libra? Remember detailed target information. That's like a spell to see. Cure. Magic wand. Restore a small amount of HP to. Oh, so she can get it, but she doesn't have it yet. Okay. Bengal. Their helm would be nice. And X is +3. Axes and hammers. So I can only get broadsword, which I already have, right? First aid. Restore HP to 1 HP critical ally. Accessories. These shields. Okay. I mean, that's +1 for me. Oops. Pose 1. Mystic armor. This is all very interesting. Oh, there we go. X. If I hit X, it'll give me an action list. As soon as I figure out where an X is. I'll have to watch a YouTube video on it. Methinks. Yeah, let's go back out here. Probably should save, but we're not gonna. So we don't roll that way. This doesn't look like all the animal or all of the.
Yeah.
So you don't get much gil. Gil really comes from selling things. I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Oh, girls should be able to. Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah.
And she dies.
Right. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Ha.
Hate to use all my Phoenix Downs, but this is a dead end. Oh yeah, kind of. So treasure in would be a better description, more apt description. If I remember right, don't you have to learn gambits? Purchase them or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right. Ha. Right.
Oh, he's running away.
Ha.
I don't get why it keeps destroying my continuous hits. Maybe it's only on a per enemy basis that it happens. Those guys are new. Werewolf, huh? Nasty looking creatures. Uh-oh. Yeah. Fleeing. Hopefully it doesn't load us at our save. Oh my gosh. Serious? Oh, but at least it's an autosave. Okay. So just don't fight those things. You should be fine.
Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
A drab piece of wool.
Ha. Yeah.
Nice.
Right.
Yeah, let's avoid those dudes. There he is. Yeah, my name's Jen. What's it to you? Masuwa? Masiwa? Wants me to come back to the village, huh? That could be a problem. Let's see. Maybe my leg's better now. Nope. It's broken. Nope, no good. Still hurts. I tripped running from some monsters. Guess I pulled something. I'm never going to get any sunstones made like this. I just need one. Needed to make one more to be finished for today. I didn't want to head back short, so I thought I'd give my leg a rest and try again. Why are you out here looking for me anyway? Leave. So you need a sunstone, huh? Well, my swa doesn't mind. I'll give you a shade stone, but I'm still not sure I can walk yet. You'll have to turn it into a sunstone, okay? Don't worry, I'll tell you how. You do know that we use dark crystals and shade stones to make sunstones, right? There's a shade stone. As for your dark crystal, you'll find them all over XII plains. The stone right here beside me is one of the smaller ones. The bigger crystals have something inside that soaks up sunlight and shines really bright. See that one over there? If you take the shade stone I just gave you and bring it to near one of those shining dark crystals, it will absorb the energy from it. There are 4 shining dark crystals in XII right now. If you have trouble finding them, just stop and scan the horizon. There's no way to tell how much energy you can draw from any one crystal without trying. You should need to use all 4 though. The gauge will show you how much energy the shade stone has absorbed. When it's full, you'll have yourself a sunstone. I vaguely remember this. Once you've made the sunstone, bring it to me. I'll make sure it's up to snuff. I'll go ahead and mark the dark crystals on your map too. See you back here when you're done. So I have a chicken chaser and a chicken chaser for my chicken chaser. And a save crystal, which is nice. So let's go chasing chickens. For my chickens, for my chickens. Nice bridge. Nice block. Hold the chain stone up to the crystal. Gives me a random amount of energy. Not bad. Maybe this won't take so long after all. So this is what kids on XII Plains do to make their way. Maybe one of them will take you on as an apprentice. Yeah, let's just find the next crystal, okay? Ha. Laugh it up, Scuzz Bucket. It's about time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nah, my monitor just crapped out on me. Hold on a sec. Q. Well, Penelo just cast Cure on her own, which is good. Nice if she cast it on me. Thank you.
Yeah.
Nice. care before planes are chosen to leave without making proper preparations. Neither should you. Well, except for that one who broke his leg. We don't seem to be in a hurry to help. He said shield is nice. You can buy antidote now. Dark moat, huh? Alright, we're getting closer to our chicken chaser for our chicken chaser for our chicken chaser. Level 4 is what I'm talking about. Yeah, let's go south. Then we can loop down and around.
Yeah.
Crap. Now we're pouring it on. Good, good, good. Oh crap.
Yeah.
Say she can kill herself, but oh look. See, it's HP persisted. Oof. Do not want to go attacking that. That's that, nothing to it. Let's take it back to Jin and see what he says. I hope we did it right. Sure, let's go. Well, we can just take our sunstone back. Hey, you've got a sunstone. Let's take a look. Seems okay to me. Not bad for city folk. So here's what happened. Maswai is always warning us to stay away from werewolves, right? Yeah, because they kick our trash. Well, a bunch of us decided we'd have a little contest. See who's the bravest. Started out as a lark, but Tot said that none of us kids living on the plains should be scared of monsters. I guess I got carried away. Don't let any of the grown-ups know, though, okay? So he didn't kill you, just gave you a broken foot. Anyway, my leg's feeling better now. Let's head back to the village. I'll race you. Try to keep up. Bye-bye. He runs funny. I like how it takes us to the locations, actually. It's kind of nice. Jim made it back home safe and sound. He is a good boy, but now his mind wanders. He never thinks of the worry it causes me. I'm sorry if he was any trouble. Please take these with my thanks. 50 gil, 2 potions, 2 teleport stones. Nice. Jin gave you a sunstone, yes? I hope it may be of some help to you. So do I. So do I. Go up, give that sunstone back, and call it a day. Now we gotta feel for things. I forgot to save, which hopefully won't be an issue. It's kind of interesting how it has stuff on the horizon. Why is this crystal a different color? And weren't we supposed to give it to him in Lowtown?
Hey, Vaughn.
Hmm?
It's been a long time
She's
since we
gonna
did
lead me.
anything together. Too long. I had a really good time. Well,
Yeah.
I should probably be getting back to the store. Actually, I was kind of supposed to be watching the place for Magello.
Okay.
And Vaughn, try to stay out of trouble. For me, I don't know what I'd do if you weren't here. If something happened to you.
I'm not going anywhere, okay?
That's what I wanted to hear. See you later.
Alligator.
Sorry, Penelo.
I gotta leave on my airship. Oh, so you've got a sunstone, have you? Hand it over, my boy, and I'll use it to give the crescent stone back its magic, like I promised.
Now you'll be wanting to know how to sneak into the palace, eh? First you go to Storehouse 5. You know the one. 2 doors she has. Now the right takes Van Ratsbane to his territorial hunting grounds in the sewer bottom. But that's not the way you'll go. No, you'll take the left door, down into the Garum Scythe waterway. The waterway leads to a stair. The stair to the palace cellars. That's your way in. But don't go counting your gil just yet, my boy. Getting into the palace was the easy part. The way into the treasury is carefully hidden. That's where this crescent stone comes in. The magics it bears can open the hidden door to the treasury, you see. Listen, Vaughn, for the words I shall speak are most important, and not to be forgotten. Do you understand? The signet yearns for sunstone strength to light the clouded way. Once in the palace, you'll find the signet tile. Very important. Give to it the sun's power, and it will light your path. Very well. Oh, a warning. Be aware that if you're caught, you'll spend the rest
You're
of your
dead.
short life rotting in the Nalbina dungeons. So, look sharp, my boy. And don't go running off before you're ready. Plans freshly hatched have a habit of tumbling from the nest straight into the hunter's stew pot.
Alrighty. Don't tell me you don't know where the Storehouse 5 is, over the North Sprawl. Kites is always up to something over there. North Sprawl, huh? Get the sunstones down. I imagine that is easy to come by. Sunstones get crystal sky stones. There's magicite all around us if we stop to think about it. Okay. The car's thin waterway.
Squads 3 through 6 are in place. They stand ready. So far, the Imperials haven't noticed a thing.
Then go now and hurry the others. By nightfall, we must ensure all our men are in place.
Sir. Sir.
Nice. Alright, as soon as I find a save point. Kite loves helping you out, Vaughn. It's like the closer you are a sky pirate, the closer he feels to being one too, or something. Vaughn, that door that kites could never open, he finally figured it out. He came looking for you to let you know, but since he couldn't find you, he went back up to their storehouse to wait for you there. That's not good. Philo's always fussing at me to be more like kites. I say everybody ought to be himself. Sometimes I play down in the alley in front of old Dollins, but I ain't supposed to go up to Southgate. Nope. buy stuff there? Huh. Not much. Diet was, I had a shop in the city. Look what they've driven me to. Breaks my heart to think about it. Excuse me, do you think you could tell me where old Dolan's house is? Of course, South Sprawl. I never had a map when I need one. Just keep heading down this passage, right? Uh-huh. Did you know this water all comes from a big river in the Damaska Estresan? It runs straight through the low town down in the sewers. I heard there are ghosts living down in those sewers too. Way deep down inside are really hard to get places. Uh-huh. This poor fellow here lost his son in the war. He's built up so much hatred over the years. No telling what he might do. Consul can talk all he wants. He'll never fool us down in Lowtown. We remember who it was that brought down Damaska. Hey, Kite's finally got that other door in the storehouse open. I think he's waiting inside for you, Vaughn. Hey Vaughn, I finally worked out how to get the door on the left side open. I hope there's something in there besides the rats. I wanted you to go in first, so I waited for you to come before opening it. Well, that's one of the reasons I waited. Thing is, I'm going to need some special tools to open the door. Gonna need you to go fetch them for me. I know, not the most exciting thing to do, is it? Just messing with you. I've got everything I need ready to go. Hang on while I open it. Say another chicken chaser. Let's see. Yeah, that should do it, huh? Yeah. It's open. Now we've got a whole nother place to explore. Oh, and I almost forgot. Take these with you before you go. No telling what's down there. Might come in handy. Q. Hopefully there's a safe crystal down here. Because it's about time to save. And for me to go Betty bye. Side Waterway. Oh, there's our save crystal. Well, it's kind of a rough episode, but it was fun. Thanks for joining. Why? And I will see you next episode.